Yo, know what it is. A little bit of a later plunge today. We got lots of ice to make up for it. And got a bit of a rain last night as well, so a little bit nasty in there. I'll have to drain it after this. But with that being said, having a bit of a later plunge because I've been waking up pretty early this morning before even really film. Wake up around 5 a.m. again and focusing on some really exciting stuff for getting some YouTube videos planned, which I'm excited to share with y'all at the end of this video. And then also creating some more courses and just lots of good stuff. So with that being said, let's do it. Man, you'd think being open all day would be a little warmer. Okay, so today, in the theme of the YouTube video I filmed about my first business failing, I want to talk about failures and scarcity when it comes to high ticket sales, right? So there are, a lot of concepts around, I've talked before around energy and sales, having an abundant mindset versus a scarce mindset, and really being able to show up and offer a transformation for your clients and hold them accountable and give them a great experience. But it's something that can be pretty challenging to do, especially when you're facing failure pretty often. I know firsthand, I have a high ticket offer now, but in times where we're struggling and trying to sell, it was so difficult to actually get clients over the line because my energy wasn't there. I was doing everything perfectly on paper, right? I was talking clearly, I was mirroring, I was taking them through a scripted sales process, right? But still keeping it, getting logical, emotional buy-in. But the energy wasn't there. I wasn't closing clients. And I think a lot of it had to do with my current state, living out of my circumstances, being in scarcity, being worried about paying bills, and clients can definitely sense that for sure. So when it comes to failure and just being better at showing up, especially on sales calls and just especially when you're selling a high ticket offering, it's something you really have to get past. So I want to talk about, at least from my perspective, some of the methods that I personally use to help me keep selling high ticket and keep that conviction up, even when my circumstances may not be as great, and the might be more scarce and just more in fear. So with that being said, I believe one of the first pieces that has helped me absolutely the most is my identity, who I'm actually showing up as. And this is not in a way to where, the identity of like you are this, whatever that, actually believing the person that you are. So if you're somebody in your mind, who's making 20K months or who's running a successful multi-million-dollar business, how would they act? What would they do? And it's not necessarily saying fake it till you make it either. It's just getting into that state to where being in that experience becomes normal. Being in the experience of getting thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, that feels normal to you. I'll tell from my personal experience, being in a really great abundant mindset, where my company is doing millions of dollars, really proud of the work that I'm doing, just in terms of who I would show up as, at least in terms of the best way I know how to describe it. I've been on calls, where say, we get at this, we go for a year, and I'll personally give you $1 million. I'm sitting there, I didn't flinch, right? Because my container, my energy was used to it. It was prepared to handle, that kind of money. But somebody else, for example, if you're selling high ticket and you're trying to maybe sell a 20K offer, and that's a lot of money to you, you're gonna be like, so it's 20K. Obviously a little bit exaggerated, but you get what I'm saying. If you can't hold and confidently ask for the number that you're asking for, especially in high ticket, people are going to be pushed away. So that's definitely the first step, is really embodying that identity of being somebody who has the business, has the life, has the results, has the conviction, has the confidence to actually charge those high prices. And that is regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your situation, no matter how your bank account looks. You need to have that conviction. So beyond that, I would say something else that has helped me as well in those scenarios is just my diet, what I'm eating, of course, physical stuff, actually helping me stay dialed in and focused. I've noticed there have been times, I'll eat a bunch of sugar before a call and hopping on to do sales, and I'm jittery. I can't speak as clearly, speaking too fast. I'm fumbling over my words. It's just not a good time, right? So obviously delivery and being able to actually deliver your offer is a really important piece of avoiding scarcity and avoiding doubts when it comes to high ticket sales. And the final piece, it really just comes down to conviction. Like, you have to know and have that conviction that your product, that your service is going to get the results that you claim it will. If you're talking to somebody and you don't have a real conviction you're offering, you're struggling to get good results, like, it's going to show up on your calls when you're talking to new prospects trying to book them. You need to know without a doubt that you can get the results that you're claiming you are. And when you can do that, it's pretty easy, right? Your conviction is naturally going to show, your confidence is going to show, there's trust that's going to be built. It's a good time. So I'd say, if I were to base it in terms of an order, I would say, confidence. Well, your identity comes first, right? Having the identity of someone who runs a successful business absolutely comes first. But then I also believe, right after that comes conviction, belief in your product, really putting the time and energy to your service, your course, whatever you're offering that's high ticket, and making it so good that people would feel stupid to say no to it. So with that being said, I've actually, like I said this morning, was really working on an awesome YouTube video talking about my first business and how it failed and the scarcity I was experiencing and the emotions. It was a great roller coaster ride of nostalgia and just recapping my first year of entrepreneurship. I'd love you to go check it out. I just posted it on YouTube. It's actually going to be in the comments down below this video. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this Ice Bath chat today, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon. Take care.